Hello there, everyone. Marty Van Diest here with Valley Market Real Estate, and it is March 13, or is it 14? I've had a bad week, and I'm sorry this is so slow getting out. I've been really sick, but I think I'm well enough to actually do the market memo, and there's some other things I want to talk about at the end, especially what I want to talk about is housing affordability here in this area. Here are the numbers for the week, and as you can see, 31 new listings, 24 pended, so it's not as many as the week before. Actually, it's actually about as many. We just have more listings, more new listings. And you can see 17 closed, and our inventory is all the way up to 294. And you can see over here also, right there, that number's dropping. So total days on market's dropping. If it keeps up, it'll go below 100 pretty soon. We'll see what happens here in the long run. But what I want to talk about right now is the fact that housing affordability is decreasing in our area. I think it's decreasing across the country. What that means is fewer and fewer people can afford to buy a house. And that's because interest rates didn't help. They went up. But the interest rates, honestly, right now are not that much different than they have been in the past. A few years ago, they were down in the high twos, which is ridiculous. But average over 30 years has been around 5% to 6%, right about where we are now. We're a little bit over 6%. So it's really not that bad. But the prices of all the houses have gone up. And because it's a lot more expensive to build, the builders aren't really building houses that people can afford to buy. Let me just give you an example of what's going on. So in the Matanuska-Susitna Borough, the average household income is about $87,000. That's the average household income, not the per earner income, but the whole household. That's how much the average household makes in a year, $87,000. And what that translates to is for a house, if you're going to get a VA loan or an FHA loan, it's in the mid to low 300,000 range, 350, 330. If your VA loan, and zero down, it's probably going to be about 330 or so for the average household. Um, there aren't very many houses out there like that. In fact, I did a check on Monday, and there were only 28 houses listed that were a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house that might have qualified for that. But when I thumbed through them, I realized that most of those did not qualify for a loan. In fact, I only felt comfortable about 10 of them qualifying for a loan. So what that says is that out of these 292 listings right here, 294 listings, I guess, total inventory on the market, really only 10 houses right now are available for half the home buyers. Well, they're not the home buyers because a lot of those people aren't buying a home, but the average household income for the average household in the valley, there are only 10 houses they can afford to buy. Other than that, in order to buy a house, you have to start climbing above that average and pretty quickly. So that's where we're at. I have some ideas about possibly trying to build some new construction houses that will be in that price range, 350 and under. I think there are some possibilities. One of the main things you need to get down is the cost of land and the cost of development, which is well and septic and driveway and that sort of thing. So if you can drop all those down a lot, you can build some houses that will be affordable for the average income earner in the valley. I'll give you some ideas here pretty soon. I'm not sure they even would work because I haven't really fleshed them out yet. Maybe some of you can flesh them out and we can work on it together. Right now, any lower priced house from Willow to Sutton is getting a lot of attention. I meant to say lower price house too, but any lower price lot that's out there, and there are some. There's some lots that are 20 grand or so. Somewhere up around Willow and made up maybe out on an Enchanted Forest and that sort of thing. And up towards Sutton, there might be a few, but there's a lot more up toward Willow and Houston and Big Lake. If you can buy a lot there that's buildable, that's going to cut the cost of the house by that much. You buy a lot in Palmer, you're going to probably pay $75,000, $80,000 for the lot. And if you buy $20,000 or $25,000 lot, you've just not, $60,000 off the purchase price, which helps a lot. And one thing that I've thought about, but really haven't fleshed out yet, is a possibility of doing a small condo association single family home system. And it's something along these lines. Let's say you buy 5 acres, or at least 5 acres. You could go with 10 or even larger. And we'll go with 5. You take 5 acres, you put a well and a septic system on 1 acre of that. You could split that up. You could put, the well in the front and the septic in the back, or something else. And you're still going to have room to build like 16 houses on 10,000 square foot lots in there. You maybe build a road right down the middle of it so you can access on both sides. If you make really nice lots and you have a condo association, it would be a decent deal. You'd have to charge condo dues, of course, maybe $200 a month or so, something like that. That would maintain the septic system and the well, and also take care of the road if the road is part of the condo association. I would think that would cut the cost of building by quite a bit. 10,000 square foot lot is still bigger than a normal lot in Palmer. Those are 5, 6, 7,000 square foot lots. So you can build a decent house on those if you wanted to. And of course, the more bedrooms you have in that whole system, the better well you're going to need and the better septic system you're going to need. You could maybe build a whole bunch of single bedroom tiny homes in there, and you wouldn't need such a big system. You might even be able to rig up a system where you have a water system and share septic systems between every 2 lots or something like that. We need to come up with some creative ways to lower the cost of building so we can get people that are not upper income into a home of their own. I think it's pretty important to do. I'd like to hear some ideas from all of you. Give me some ideas. What have you got? Give us a call here at Valley Market Real Estate. You can just go on our website and find everybody here. Send us a text, send us an email, or contact somebody. Talk to you later. Goodbye.